and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sherry, and today we're going to be making something that you might find just a little bit odd. Maybe. We're going to be making a sweet potato and black bean chili. So if I'm being honest, I've never made this before, but I have made a pumpkin chili that just turned out wonderful, so I thought I could probably apply the same recipe or principles to this. So to get started, I have got my Rockcrok here that I'm going to add a pound of sweet Italian sausage to. I was trying not to get my hands dirty. All right. Okay, so we've got a pound of sweet Italian sausage. I'm just going to bust this up using my mix and chop here. The other thing I want to add to this is about a half of a green pepper that's been finely diced and a half of a red onion that's been finely diced and one jalapeno that's been seeded and diced as well. So I'm just going to let this cook a little bit and get nice and brown, and then once that happens, I'll go ahead and add in some garlic. I don't want to add my garlic in too quick. If it cooks too quickly and burns, it'll have a really bitter taste to it. All right, so my sausage is starting to brown. My peppers are starting to sweat. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add in some fresh garlic. So probably 3 or 4 cloves is plenty. I had a couple of really big ones here, so I had to cut them in half. And I'm using my Pampered Chef garlic press, so I don't have to peel these. This little tool does the job for me. All right, just a couple more. All right, so I'm going to stir this in. We'll let our garlic cook for just a little bit. All right, our sausage is just about done. As you can see, we've got some fat in the pan that has been rendered from our sausage, and we're going to use that along with about 2 teaspoons of flour to kind of make a roux, and this is what is going to thicken up our chili. So we're just going to get that stirred all around, and then we're going to add some. Normally I would use a beef stock for this, but I didn't have any on hand, so I'm just going to use a, what have I got? Chicken here. I'm going to use a chicken stock. So I've got about half of a carton here. So we're just stirring this all in. And I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Some fresh cracked black pepper. Oh, a little bit of chili powder, probably a tablespoon or so. And same for cumin, about a tablespoon. One other thing I'm going to add is a few fennel seeds. I absolutely love fennel, and I probably should have toasted these or put them in with the ground beef while it was cooking, but I forgot. So I'm just going to add them in at this stage, and they'll soften up nicely. So we're going to give this a stir. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and taste and just see how our seasonings are coming along. Good. Very good. Okay. So I'm going to add in a can of fire roasted tomatoes. And then I'm going to add in 2 or 3 cans of black beans that have been drained and rinsed. We'll just see how many we can fit in here. Okay. I think we can do 3. And these are seasoned black beans. Okay, so one last thing we're going to add to this, and that is about a cup of diced, maybe a cup and a half. I wasn't sure how much I could fit in here. So I had some leftover sweet potatoes from Thanksgiving that were canned, and I just couldn't figure out what to do with these. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to put those in a chili. And I may get a little more chicken stock and add to this, But overall, it looks pretty good. I might have to take out a bowl and then add some. This is my problem. I always cook for an army. Every time I cook something, I say I'm going to cook half of that, and it never turns out that way. But this is looking really good. I might add a little more chili powder to this. Isn't that pretty? It reminds me of fall. Okay, so like I said, I'm cooking this in my Rockcrok today because this thing can go from the stovetop to the oven to the microwave. It's dishwasher safe, it's freezer safe, and then I've got my little base here that's going to turn into a slow cooker. So I've got to get out the door today, and I'm going to bring this up to a boil really quick, and then I'm going to turn it back down, and we're going to let it just kind of simmer away in our slow cooker over there. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste. Just make sure our seasonings are good. Tastes good to me. It's a little on the cold side, but it'll be good later. Anyway, I've got to get out the door. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.